Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good day, good evening, night. Looking forward to your weekend that's coming up. But I want to talk about this Jeffrey Epstein case, file, list. I'm going to start right off the bat to say Donald Trump needs to be impeached immediately. Pam Bundy, Dan Bongino, and Cash Patel, with his golf ball eyes, needs to be fired and arrested. And I say fired and arrested because they're aiding and abetting criminals that are on that list. So anybody that knows what that law means, aiding and abetting, that's an arrestable jail prison offense. You have known pedos on that list, and you're aiding and abating them from justice. Uh, I think Donald Trump's on that list because he's too against it coming out. All you Americans, shut your mouth about that list. We still talking about this. He reeks with guilt, if you ask me. Um, I think I think it's gonna come out sooner than later, whether it be by the Most High or not. I think actually some people or somebody got that list that somewhere in the country. So I think somebody got that list. I do. I think somebody got it. They may be scared to bring it out for fear of getting whacked. But and I think that Jasleen Maxwell, who said she would testify, I think that they should let her testify. Why you don't want to let her testify? I mean, for those people who ain't do nothing wrong, if you ain't do nothing wrong, you're not on the list. Let her testify. I don't want to do that. And Jasleen Maxwell, I will say to you, you should state right now that you're in your right mind. You're not thinking about hurting yourself permanently, nor would you do that in case you turn up that way. And you say, "Oh, she did this, she did that." Nah, she was silenced. Let's put it that way. Um, let her talk. I think she can bring this country down to its knees if she testifies. She is the besides Epstein, and he's no longer with us. Besides him, she is the most credible, crucial witness in this case. And they say, well, this list doesn't exist. Okay, if it don't exist, why she's in prison for? Why she's serving time if there is nothing to this? See, this is why the United States has to be brought down because people just won't quit being evil. Evil people become more evil. They won't stop. They're not gonna stop. The Bible said they're not gonna repent even when faced with adversity from the Most High Himself. They're not gonna repent. But I will say this: us as a nation, us as men, we have failed these kids. We have failed these women as well. They take women too. We have failed them. We have failed to protect them. We should be in the streets right now and on top of every building screaming and hollering for impeachment for Donald Trump and justice for these kids and women and the little boys too. We should be screaming, marching every street, town, county, city, every state. And this should never go away until justice has been brought to these victims. I wholeheartedly say that. Americans, do not forget about this Epstein list and these kids. How long has some of these kids been on this island? Can you imagine what they've gone through? The mental, physical torture, punishment they've gone through. We as a nation has got to do better protecting our kids. If this went on in any other country, and it probably does to a degree, but not like here. Man, they would have found out who's on that list, and they would have been brought to permanent justice. And when I mean permanent, I mean no longer with us, or they've been castrated, But Donald Trump, he got to go. He got to be impeached because you're aiding and abetting criminals. And when you aiding and abetting criminals, you should be indicted and prosecuted. It goes for all of them. Pam Bundy, Dan Bongino, Cash Patel, all of them has got to go. They talking tough when they first was getting ready to get in office, talking tough. Oh, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do that. And you ain't done nothing. Ain't not one person been indicted or locked up. You ain't done nothing but blow a bunch of hot air. What name somebody who don't went to prison or jail up on the all three of y'all? Not one soul. Not one. You're a joke. You're laughable, just like our country's laughable around the world. I cannot bear what those kids are going through every day, having to deal with grown men and grown women doing what they should not be doing to innocent kids. This is an outrage. They're gonna pay for it though. The Most High gonna get them. The Most High gonna get them. Your day coming, as we seeing with a lot of stuff going around the country, weather, killing certain people and stuff, wiping out their towns and stuff. You know, I wouldn't want to be you. You gonna get it. It's coming to you. So deal with that. But they know who's on this list. I believe Donald Trump's on this list too. He's trying to sue the Wall Street Journal for putting out some information about him. He's just trying to do that to keep somebody else from putting out stories on him or other media to put out stories on him. Do not be deterred by Donald Trump trying to sue Wall Street Journal. And just try to scare people into being quiet. We ain't gonna be quiet. This ain't never going away until people are brought to justice. This is never go away, and it don't need to. This country, I don't know what this country stands for anymore. It don't stand for protecting the innocent, which are kids, helpless girls and women. We failed them. We have failed them as a nation in this society. We have failed them. Can you imagine them little kids screaming, "Where's my mom, my dad, my family? Why is nobody looking for us? Nobody's come to help us. We've been gone so many years. Now one person has came and tried to stop what's going on." Can you imagine that? You've been kidnapped somewhere for years, and in your mind, you don't think nobody looking for you or care. That's torture. But that's my 2 cents on that. And I think that list gonna come out sooner or later. And one more thing, uh, I think I think maybe some people might will want to tell it who's on that list, will want to tell what's going on, but they can't, and they're being blackmailed because they're on that list in compromised positions, situations, so they can't tell it. Even if they wanted to tell it, they compromising themselves. They gonna, you know what I'm saying, tell it on themselves if they wanted to have a conscience. So that's why a lot of them don't talk and tell it because they'll be implicating themselves, and they're not gonna do that. Most of these people don't have a heart, a cold, a soul, or a conscience. That's why they do what they do for as long as they've been doing it. They're gonna keep on until they are stopped, whether it be by us citizens of the United States or the Most High, whichever come first or both. Then it'll stop. All right, that's my take on that. Everybody have a good, safe weekend.